All right, I'm in the UHC Edit now, and I'm at the startup menu. I'm not sure how old this version of MC Edit is, and if what the changes are, if there is any newer versions. This one's actually meant for Minecraft 1.7 versions, but it the only difference is that it uses the item IDs. And if it can't find the item IDs, if it doesn't have a graphic for the item IDs, it just shows this pink square box representation of that block. But it keeps the item IDs the same, so when you go back into Minecraft, it won't mess up anything. Unless you actually change the items or mess with the item IDs, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I'll show you in a second. So what I did is I went to load. Wait, let me go back to there again. Load world. This shows all the worlds that I've loaded before, but I haven't loaded this new one yet. So load world, and it's the first one there, UHC 16. So load that. If you notice, it's exactly the same spot where I logged off. And MC Edit's kind of funky to use, and this is what I was talking about the pink block representations. These, see, it says future block. I don't know if you can see that tip box. It says future block. That means, and it shows the item ID, which is 175 colon 8 and 175 colon 2. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I bet you it's just a too high grass. All right, yeah, I realized that I need to break into the video right here and give you a small crash course on how to use MC Edit. If you notice, I already have the platform up there. That pillar's gone. I am completely finished with the tutorial, and I'm back in here just to show you this. First off, the WASD keys work just like any other keys or any other game, except you don't have any gravity at all. Whichever way you're pointing, that's the direction that these keys work in. So W is straight no matter which way you're looking. S is back no matter which way you're looking. Same with A and D. All right. I would take you out to the border, but I had some problems with that a minute ago. It takes way too long for it to render in. I'm just going to get right to it. First off, the mouse buttons. If you notice, this is in flight mode. I don't know exactly what they call it. I call it flight mode. And then if you right click the mouse, you get in select mode. You use your mouse cursor, which it shows a little box, to find an area that you want to copy and paste to, or just paste to, and you double left click, and it'll give you this selection box. You right click and you can reposition yourself. Left click and you're back in selection mode. You can't interact with this box while you're in the flight mode. So you have to get into selection mode by right clicking to interact with this box. Okay, now you can pick any side. Let me reposition myself a little bit. You can pick any side and it highlights it on all 6 sides. Then you just left click and hold, and you can move it up and down. Okay, now you can use your WASD keys to move around, or you can use 2 other ones, which is Q and Z. Q takes you exactly straight up in the Y direction, and Z will take you exactly straight down in the Y direction. Okay, so you pick a size, right click, reposition yourself if you want, pick another side, and pick another side. Okay, say I just want to make something in this area. Say I just want to make a box. If you want to copy and paste, you'd actually make this box around something that you want to copy and then paste it. I'll kind of show you that in a second. Okay, so let me select this area and right click again so I can interact with this menu down at the bottom. Menu does a few things. I'm not going to go over all of them. It shows you your spawn point, which was that box over, I don't know, it was over there somewhere where we spawned in. Okay, so also you have your your player position, the last location where you were when you logged out of actual Minecraft, not in here, but actual when you were in Minecraft. And the one that I'm going to be using, you can clone this way. You can get an exact copy by hitting this one. But what I'm going to use is this fill and replace. Okay, click fill and replace, and you get this list of different blocks. Find the block you want. It might be a little different than mine, depending on which version of MC Edit you're using. Some of the blocks might not be represented in the version that you're using, or especially in this one, I got an older version. Okay, I'm going to pick something, say spruce wood, and click OK. And now it actually put a ghost version of the spruce wood in there. If I actually want it to go in there now, I hit fill over here on the left, and then deselect, and it put the spruce wood there. All right, now say I want to copy and paste this wooden block to another location. I would go to the corner of it and double left click to get my selection box. Then I'm going to right click and pick a side and bring it over. Then pick another side, all three sides. Oh, that's the wrong side. Let me get in a better position. Oh, go under it. Ah, there we go. Go under it and grab this side and bring it down. Oh, dang it. And go to this side. I think I went, yeah, I went just right. Okay, go to this side and bring it over to there. Okay, now I have the whole thing highlighted. I can do one of two things. If you notice over on the left side, this menu, it has cut and paste, cut, copy, paste, and export. It has a few other things too. You can delete them, select chunk, deselect chunk, things like that, or just regular deselect. If you just want to copy and paste it, you'd hit copy and then find a new location and hit paste. Or you can cut it out and then go paste it somewhere else if you just have it in the wrong location. If you're going to use it more than once, this exact same thing, best thing to do is hit export. I'm going to go to that, and you're not going to be able to see this, but it brings up a save window, just a folder window with a list of files. I am going to save it as test schematic and hit save. It's actually the extension on it is .schematic, so the file's name is going to be save. I'm going to hit save. It says override because I already have one called save, so I hit override. So now it actually saved that to my hard drive. I'm going to deselect it and go to a different location. Let's go up here. Now I'm going to go down to this bottom menu again and hit import. And I have the same box that came up. You can't see it again, I don't think, but I got the same file window, folder window. Okay, so I'm going to pick test.schematic and hit open. And now I have it on my cursor. I can put it anywhere I want. I can move around with it. I can actually fly around with it if I want, and find this place where I want to put it and hit left click. Now it placed it where I want it. Say I'm not happy with that. Okay, if you notice over to the left, it still has that import button. So I haven't actually imported it in yet, so I can move it if I want. And how I do that is I pick one of the sides and left click and hold. And see, now I have this grid thing. Now I can move it around on this grid, just on this one plane that on the side that I picked, and move it anywhere I want, and then let go. And I could do the same thing on all sides, and put it wherever I want and let go. And once I get it exactly where I want it, then hit import, and there it is. Okay, there's one other thing that I didn't mention when I put that in over there, is it's actually not in this world map yet. Let me deselect this. They're showing in MC Edit, but they're not in the world map yet because I haven't saved them yet. It says down in the bottom left corner down here, 2 unsaved edits. Control/S to save. If I want to save them and it'll actually render them in the world, I hit Control/S. I'm not going to do that in here because I don't want them in this world, because this world's already ready to go. Ooh, you can actually see the wall over there now. But yeah, that's the last step you do. Once you get everything exactly where you want it, hit Control/S and it'll save it and render it into the world, so that the next time you go into Minecraft, it'll be in this world. So that's about it. Back to the video. Okay, so what you're going to do, okay, the platform's going to go there, but first I'm going to do the wall. So what I want to do is figure out which direction is positive. So I want to go to 600 by 600 to start. I'm pretty sure positive is in this direction. And you could actually tell by getting on any of these pink boxes and seeing, go to a certain direction, and this is not going to be positive in the Z direction. That's going to be positive. So that corner, if you look up at the grid at the top, that corner is going to be the positive corner. So I just need to go out. If you notice, it's not loading as fast as I'm moving, so you kind of got to wait for it to load once in a while. And if you get lost, you can always look at another one of these blocks, tell where you're at. I'm actually past 600 in the X there. Well, that's 572 by 535. That is the outline of the area that I rendered. So I'm getting close to the corner, so the corner is right in here. So 600 by 600, it's going to be right over in here somewhere. Getting close, getting close. Okay, now that I'm really, really close, if you hold Alt down on this, I said I wasn't going to show you how to use this, but I guess I got to on here. Hold Alt down, it'll give you the exact block coordinates. And I need to find 601, 601, which is right there. And I'm going to double click on it and put that block there. That's going to be my cornerstone. It's 601 by 601. Okay. Now with MC Edit, I just grab the top of this block and go up all the way to build height, and it'll stop when it gets there. All right, now I go back down, up. I just screwed up by pressing the wrong frickin' button. I think, no, it's still there. Okay. Yeah, MC Edit's a kind of a pain to work, but it's really cool the way it works. Okay. Okay, so now I grab the bottom of the block and go, oh shit, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Whoa, down all the way to bedrock. And so you can see that it's at bedrock there. Go all the way up. Okay, now I'm looking at the corner. I like to go counterclockwise for some freaking reason. I always do things completely backwards. So I'm going to get on this side of it somehow. Right about there. And I'm going to grab that side of it, which is right there, and bring it out. Okay, now right in the middle, it's showing me what my chords are. I need to take that all the way out to 1202. 1201, 1203, 1202. So that wall is exactly 1202 blocks long. So it starts, that means if it starts at 601 here, it's going to end at negative 601 in that direction. So I got it. It's already filled in. All I need to do now is go to fill and replace. Go to bedrock and hit OK. And now over here it shows fill with bedrock. Fill. Now it's going to render it in. And sometimes it takes a few seconds. The rendering is pretty slow. On the bigger the item is, the slower it gets. Okay, so now that's all bedrock. If I go close, let me go next to it now. You can see that it's all bedrock. I'm going to go over here to the side here and hit deselect now. So it deselects the box, but now you could actually see it. It's all bedrock. Got a bedrock wall, one side. So now I have to okay, also, if you notice down on the bottom right, or bottom left, I mean, it says one unsaved edit, Control S to save. So I have to hit Control S after every one of these edits. Control S, and it'll take a little bit longer to do this, because this is, I think this is actually rendering it in. Before it just copied it, and this is going to actually render it in. So it takes a little bit longer. And now after this is done, I have to do this to the other three sides, starting at the corner. Well, I'll do this next corner just to show you how to get started, and then after that you just have to do it exactly the same all the way around. This is all rendered in, and I need to go down to the end of it. I'm right at the end of it. Go down to the bottom of it and look for let me hit Control or Alt again. Okay, I'm looking for 601. Dang it, I got to get a better angle. 601 minus 601. Actually, it'd probably be better if I go up here. Dang it. Okay, there it is. 601 minus 601. And double click. So I got it in the right spot. And now I go up, down, and out, exactly like I did this one, and I'm going to do that on all three of the other sides. And I'll be back when I'm done. All right, I'm back, and the entire bedrock wall is finished and saved and into the map. Now I need to go back to the middle where I had this pillar and go up to the top of the pillar, and you really need to go into, open up another world, whatever world you have, something that you want to copy in, and then you outline it with, like I did the wall. You know, that's just a outline box. You outline the area that you want to copy, then you hit this export. Where is it? Well, once you do it, it'll give you an option of export. Hit export, it'll copy it to a file, and then you can go to this import. And that's what I'm going to do now. Go to import, and it's going to bring up my file list, and I have controls 1.7 schematics, and I think that's the newest one. I'm going to open, and it puts it on my cursor. So now I just need to just center it. Oh, I should have gotten a better location to do this. I need to put it on top of that pillar. Right there, I think's it. So I think that's it. And let me look around. Looks like it's centered. I'm pretty sure it automatically will center on it. I think it's pretty much centered. And that's it. Now that actually just put the box around it. It didn't actually import it yet. So now I have to go over here and hit this import button. And that's just it. That's still only copying it. Now, as it says down here, one unsaved edit, Control S. So Control S will save it to the file. So this, or save it to the world. This is going to actually render it into the world now. And it worked a lot faster than the walls. I got to hit deselect also. And it's there. Yeah, it worked faster than the walls because it's a lot smaller than the wall was. So everything's on here. If you are going to make this from scratch, which you are probably for your the first time that you make it, you're going to make it from scratch. You don't even have to worry about this part. This is just to show you how to get it in once you've already made one, so you don't have to completely make it from scratch each time. Now I'm going to go back into Minecraft and show you how to actually make this. I'll be right back.